My name is Taylor Bell, and I help women redefine faith in their everyday lives. So today I'm going to talk to you all about innovation and the power of creative thinking. Now, a lot of people want to have more creativity in the work that they do, whether that's launching a business or in your current career that you're in. It's important to always be a critical thinker, thinking ahead of the curve, bringing new, fresh, witty, creative ideas to whatever space you're in, and I'm going to help you out today. So, I have selected 3 books in my library. Now, the first book is called The Potential Principle by Mark Sanborn. The second book is The Rules of Engagement, The Art of Strategic Prayer and Spiritual Warfare by Dr. Cindy Trimm. And the final book is Poverty, Riches, and Wealth by Chris Vallotton, right? I think that's how you pronounce his name. So this is a quick, fun strategy for how you can bring innovation into your thoughts. I selected these 3 books, and what I'm going to do is pick a random page and 2 to 3 random sentences to read out. That's step 1. So let's start with the potential principle. And I'm going to go to a random page without losing where I am in the book. Let's make it really random. Okay, I'm stopping here. Aha! This is funny. So it says number 2, and I'm in a chapter called Refocus, and it says stop multitasking. One of the biggest barriers to getting better is multitasking. Many people frequently brag about being good at multitasking. Well, it appears that they are going in the wrong direction. Recent research has concluded that it takes those people longer to do their work, plus they won't do it as well. So working on multiple tasks at once. So that's interesting research. Okay, so that's one thing. Now we're gonna dive into Poverty, Riches, and Wealth and pick a random page. And I'm stopping here. Measuring your personal capacity. Growing an organization's capacity can be exciting, but it is not nearly as fulfilling as increasing your personal capacity. In fact, if you grow your organization's capacity large enough, don't be surprised if you become the limiting factor. The greatest constraint, or the wall of glass that is undermining the extraordinary growth in the life of your organization. Ooh. Ouch moment, right? So we read something about multitasking in here, and then we read something else about maximizing your personal capacity. And now for our last book, I stopped here and I see something about strongholds. A stronghold is a mental paradigm, ideology, hearsay, information, doctrine, dogma, doctrines of men and devils, or any other mindset Satan uses to control the destiny of an individual. He also uses strongholds to keep entire groups of people, communities, nations, kingdoms in bondage. This powerful weapon blinds the mind and binds the will. He will use culture, fashion, music, political propaganda, religious and cultic activities, or anything else as a type or fortress, hiding and camouflaging himself so as to go undetected by the masses. That is really, really good. So we had a point about strongholds here, we had a point about multitasking here, and we had a point about maximizing your personal capacity here. Now, here is the hard part, and I'm gonna quickly journal those 3 points down so I won't forget. Handy dandy journal. Are you guys having fun already? So now, let's see. We have strongholds, multitasking, and Maximizing personal capacity. Now, maximizing your personal capacity, it was as it pertains to growing your organization. Now, remember, we're bringing innovation. So since I teach on creating the woman that you're called to be through my movement of Create Her, which is manifesting that woman, and I empower women of faith with strategies, I'm going to use this strategy to think of a thought, a new thought, an innovative thought, a creative thought that connects all of these things and directly correlates it back to what I am purposed to do. So it says something about growing an organization. Now that's really interesting because in whatever you're called to do, you have to have a network of people that you're either serving or you're either receiving from. Those both groups of people need to be a part of your network. And when it talked about growing an organization with maximizing your personal capacity, it was saying that a lot of times you are the person that holds back your organization because it's flowing, it's being birthed, people are doing their jobs, but you still have your original train of thought and your original vision. So that's the point that I pulled from there. From multitasking, I pulled a point about whether or not you should be doing multiple things at once, which is what the word means, but it said via research that that was not something good to do. So a lot of times if you're within an organization or growing an organization, watch me now, I'm connecting it, you can end up damaging yourself by holding on to a vision and you're still trying to facilitate that vision, right? So I'm moving forward, and lastly, it's strongholds, which Dr. Trim talked about, were these paradigms of beliefs, these mindsets that are literally used to control and limit the thinking, keeping people in certain cultural thoughts, certain beliefs based on where they are in the world, and it noted fashion, society, politics. So there is a mindset that is here that can lock you into a perception. So now I'm going to link all three of these together and connect them back to Creator, because that is what I am called to do and help you all with. One of the ways that I can help women of faith redefine faith in their everyday lives is assisting those who are called to build organizations. I can help them free themselves from limited beliefs based on their mindset, their perception of what other people are doing, limiting that and teaching them not to multitask, because in order for them to be able to be absolutely focused and in order for them to move forward in what they're called to do, they are going to have clear goals and they're going to have a clear vision to facilitate each goal without being locked in a mindset that limits them from increasing or maximizing their personal capacity, because they've limited their vision to the first one they had without stretching it with the Creator innovative system so that they know how to think more creatively, and so that their mind is open to allow for God to give them new witty ideas so that they can create the woman that they are called to be with a refreshing atmosphere of inspiration and passion as they have new ideas in order to do it. Hey! Ooh. I just did that, y'all. Okay, so this is how I like to stretch my mind. And again, now I have something from one of these three books, which I love and adore. I've obviously read Dr. Trim's book. She is one of the women who I love and adore in ministry. And I'm currently working my way through these other two, but they've been absolutely amazing so far. Now I have a tangible idea, a principle that's within each one that allows me to not only understand the book better, but to receive from it by creating my own beliefs. But I still followed the creative innovation system by then analyzing those things together and producing a new thought that goes directly back to the people who I am called to serve. This is what you have to do for whatever industry you're in. Whatever you're receiving, you take what you need to take for yourself, but you also think of the lesson that you are supposed to receive to teach others. So I hope you have a fabulous day. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the Creator Innovation System featuring these 3 books. And I look forward to helping you all help redefine faith in your everyday life so that you can create the woman that you're called to be. Bye-bye.